Hello, Namaskar. This is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. Every day we tell you about wars and conflicts. In West Asia, in Ukraine, in Africa, we talk about tensions building elsewhere. Tonight we'll tell you who is winning all these wars. The Americans. They make up more than 50% of all weapons sales in the world. Their companies rake in the profits and control the outcomes of battles in distant lands. It gives the US immense power. So for all their talk of working for peace, they actually profit from wars. Tonight we'll bring you the latest numbers. In Bangladesh, the unelected government of Mohammed is accusing India of cultural hegemony, economic harassment and interference. These are their words. India's foreign secretary may go to Dhaka next week, but can he fix ties which Yunus and team seem intent to break? In Nepal, Prime Minister Oli has signed the BRI framework with China should India be worried. Bitcoin has crossed $100,000. What's next? Is it a mainstream asset now? In Syria, Bashar al-Assad has suffered another setback. Rebels have taken the city of Hama. In Iran, the parliament has passed a new chastity law. We'll tell you why the president is reluctant to sign it. In France, the government has fallen. What does it mean for President Macron? Why car maker Nissan says it may not survive. And what does it say about the future of the auto industry? In the Arctic, the ice is melting. We will tell you why this will lead to conflict. And the Pope has got a new car. We'll discuss why it's making news. All this and more coming up. The headlines first. Qatar is reportedly back in its role as a mediator for the Gaza war. The move comes as Donald Trump pushes for a ceasefire ahead of his inauguration. Qatar has mediated for months between Israel and Hamas. The talks did not lead to a lasting ceasefire or release of hostages. Top Russian and US Army chiefs speak to each other over a phone call. The rare conversation took place last week. It was held at the request of the Russian side. The two sides discussed ways to avoid further escalation in the Ukraine war. Devendra Fadnavis takes oath as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. He belongs to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party. The BJP-led alliance swept the assembly elections in a landslide. This is Fadnavis's third stint as the Chief Minister of India's richest state. US chip giant Nvidia continues its South Asia push, signs a new deal to establish an AI center in Vietnam. CEO Jensen Huang meets the country's Prime Minister in Hanoi. Ahead of this, he was in Bangkok, signing deals to develop Thailand's AI infrastructure. And the UK bans daytime TV advertisements for junk food. Ads cannot show fast food, sugary drinks, or even breakfast cereals. These advertisements can only be aired after 9 p.m. The move aims to combat rising child obesity rates in the country.